The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Presented by Lyona, Labor's Local 663. Feel the power. We go to Doniphan, Missouri. We bring in the Doniphan Donettes and head coach Adam Epps. And Coach Epps, first off, appreciate getting this set up. I know it was kind of a challenge this morning, but I appreciate you guys working hard to get it set up.
Thanks for having us, Guy. I appreciate you covering us and sharing our scores and all that you do for basketball in Missouri.
You bet. And Coach, we have a rule here at the Missouri Sports Network. To actually become a friend of the show, you have to make 3 appearances. So you officially are a friend of the show, Coach Epps, and we appreciate that.
There we go.
Off to a tremendous start, 15-2, and not unexpected there from the Donettes, but kind of tell us a little bit about the season from a head coach's standpoint.
Well, coming off of last year, it's the best it could possibly be, winning the Class 4 state championship, kind of in dramatic fashion, and then all the hoopla and hurrah that comes with all that, and then trying to get settled into, building our squad for the next year started in the summer. And obviously there's a little bit of growing pains as, people graduate and then people come on down to high school and make some adjustments. And it's been fun so far, watching people step up into roles and trying to come together here at the end of the year to hopefully make another run.
Well, 15-2, you talk about last season, the state championship. What did you have to replace due to graduation, and who are some of the folks stepping into those roles, and they're probably sitting behind you?
Well, we lost 3 seniors, and 2 of those were starters for us and major contributors. And one was Sarah Owen, our post player, and that's always hard, replacing the one in the middle. And she was really a defensive anchor for us and guarded anything 1 through 5. I can remember in the sectional game, she had to guard the point guard. That girl from Park Hills is a 3-time All-Stater. And I don't know if we would have made it without her. And then our point guard, Maddie Regis, was kind of our floor general and would guard the best player the majority of the time, as well as set the offense. And it has been a major adjustment, filling those roles, but we have had a couple step into those and kind of doing the point guard by committee thing. And we've got a post player that's kind of stepped in as well. But that's been the adjustment so far for us.
Yeah, you hit kind of a spot there with the weather. I understand you probably still have some snow on the ground down there. Just having gone back to school yesterday, what was that gap like to go without playing a game for 10, 12 days?
Obviously, that's no fun for us not getting to play. Nobody wants to go to school anyway. And we don't know what to do with snow in southeast Missouri, so we don't get it very much. But we were out for an extended period of time. We were still able to get in the gym and practice, but there's nothing like game reps. We lost 3 games that week due to weather. So I think we were out for over 10 days without playing a game, and then, had to turn around and travel to Jackson and play them. And they're pretty much a juggernaut. And, but yeah, it's been an adjustment. We're excited to get back to playing games. I know that.
When the meteorologists start predicting weather using Gatorade flavors, it always kind of makes me nervous. Arctic blast and all that stuff here. We're still snow covered here as well, and I'm in Southwest Missouri. But Coach, you've got several young ladies there alongside of you. Start wherever you'd like, and we'll visit with them.
Well, before we get to introducing, these are our 4 seniors. They've been with me since, I don't know, their 8th grade year for sure. They were all managers. They've been a part of all the teams. All the teams that we've had on the show in the past and all the good teams, they've been right in the middle of it. I would say there's probably not 4 on our team that know the culture more than these 4. And that's probably what is the biggest thing for us is our culture and trying to make it better every year. And these guys do a great job of that. So these are our 4 seniors. Starting over here, we'll go this way. This is Freedom Bates. She plays post for us, and she's also a dual athlete, throws the old javelin around as well, and also made a stinking 31 on her ACT. So that's the Bates right there.
Freedom, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I am outstanding. Still digging out from the snow. Tell us a little bit about what your roles and responsibilities are on the team.
Really, as a senior, I'm a leader to, the younger players. We call them the littles. And it's just really important to show them, what it's like to be a Donna, especially leaving as a senior, setting a good example for them.
And tell us about the position you play.
I kind of play a post, I go in and, set some good screens, head hunt. Yeah.
What do you do on a game day to kind of get prepared for it? What are you doing mentally and physically to get prepared?
I listen to worship music. I pray. I just kind of get, ready, I guess. Yeah, I just kind of get, in the focused mindset, to prepare.
Going back to that 7th, 8th grade year and that freshman year, what role models did you look up to? Maybe someone on the team that you've kind of taken, how they treated you, and that's how you're treating the little.
I really looked up to Kinsey Reedus. She graduated 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. And I remember just looking up to her, and she was always an amazing leader, an amazing senior, and really showed the culture of the Donuts.
As you look at your schedule coming into the season, were there any games that you were particularly looking forward to? Maybe maybe you got to travel, maybe to the Sophie Classic, for example, or something like that. Were there games that you were looking forward to?
It's always fun to travel. When we went to Sophie Cunningham, because you get to spend time with the team, and there are some games we look forward to just because we know we're going to get better from them.
Outstanding. Do you have any personal or team goals coming into this season? Obviously, coming off the state championship, you'd like to taste that again, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely. My goal was just to be a good leader and a good teammate throughout the season.
Outstanding. Well, Freedom, congratulations on being part of the Lionel Labor's Local Team of the Week here in the state of Missouri, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. And who do we have next, Coach?
Next over here, we got Lily Knight, and she's been a really good leader for our team for a while. She really understands, I guess, me really well. She knows what I want. She knows where I want people at, and she really helps some of our other players, that kind of guide them along the way too. And I guess she kind of can explain me a little bit to them better than a lot of them can. And unfortunately, Lily got hurt right before season started and tore her ACL, so she's been out. So it's been a really different role for her this year. It's been really tough. But she is the epitome of our culture. I mean, she's hurt. She don't have to be here. She's here every day. She's an encourager every day. She finds something to do at practice to help out. We really love her to death. But that's Lily Knight.
Lily, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. And, I'm sorry about your injury. Typically, I was injured several times in high school and in college, but what have you learned? Because you're looking at this through different glasses. What have you learned not only about the game that's helped you because of the way you look at it, but what have you learned about yourself as well going through this? What have you learned in those two incidents?
To never take it for granted. I never thought something like this would happen.
I apologize. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's always tough. I tell them we've had injuries in the past, and they're all pretty heartbreaking. This one was really tough, and that's the hardest thing to do as an athlete is to sit, and because you want to be out there, and having to sit is really, really tough. But she's done a great job for us, and she's continuing to be a great leader for us. She also is a good volleyball player, played volleyball all 4 years of high school. And, she's just one of those hard-nosed kids that you want around, and you want your younger players around them just because it's going to spill over onto them, and showing up when it's hard, and a lot of the younger ones look up to her.
And Lily, my apologies. That was not my goal. But what have you enjoyed most about this season in kind of a different role? What are some things that you really enjoy, looking at it from a different angle?
I enjoy going to practice still. It's hard, but just still getting to be here every day and be a part of the team still.
And the sun's going to come up, but being a senior, how are you leading in this different role, so to speak? And obviously, you're there all the time. But what are some ways that you can lead still?
Just being an encourager every day. Like if somebody needs help or has questions, to just help them as much as I can from the sidelines, and just being there for my teammates whenever they need it.
Now, kind of taking on an assistant coach role, I would imagine. What is that role like? And can you tell us any stories about Coach Epps? Hey, Coach, you need to do this, or now he's going to get the last word on this. So, what are some stories you can tell?
She might be more of a help to me than anybody else, because when I'm frustrated, I'm just turning around telling her about it. So sometimes she hears more than probably what she should. But yeah, you can go ahead and expand on if you like.
Sometimes he just gets angry. Just gotta keep him calm.
Outstanding. Coach and Lily, congratulations on being part of the Lionel Labor Local 663 Team of the Week. And your role, I'm sure, though it may be diminished between the lines, it obviously has taken on a more important role in what you do now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, who do we have?
Next over here is Tara Davis. She's a starter for us this year. She was a big-time minute contributor last year, probably our seventh man right in the rotation regularly. She's a point guard. She's playing really well this year. A lot of people don't know about assist to turnover ratio. Like, in college, if you got a 2 to 1 assist to turnover ratio, that's great. And hers is pretty close to 4 right now. So she's making really good decisions for us. And she's been a good player for a while. It's just been a little bit tough because, she's had Maddie Reedus in front of her for a year or two, but she has several college offers as well. And she helps. She's also another one that knows exactly what I want. She knows all the plays. She knows how we do things. She embodies Donette culture, and she's our point guard this year. It's Tara Davis.
Tara, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Starting to warm up a little bit up here. But Tara, tell us a little bit about define, from your point of view, what you believe your role is on the team.
For me, I'm just trying to be one of our leaders, whether it's vocally or just by example, just show something to the younger girls to look up to. And I hope that they look up to me and just figure out what needs done on the floor and when it needs done.
And who, in your youth, even though I know you're still young, but going back to that 7th, 8th grade, that same question, who kind of mentored you outside the teaching staff? Maybe somebody you played with.
Like Freedom said, Kenzie Reedus was a big one that I looked up to. Just she might not have been super vocal, but she always was a great example of what to be. And honestly, Maddie too, last year especially, kind of just looking what she did made me realize what this year, like if I have to step up into that role, that's what I'll need to be doing.
As you look back at this season, what are some games you really enjoyed playing? You had a big game, a big win. What game would you like to go back and play again?
The Neelyville game was super fun. I mean, we got up and the pressure in that game was super fun. We really ran a lot in that game. I think we played really well together. And also the Arcadia Valley game was super fun. Just the way we played together we played together really well those games.
Are there games coming up in your schedule you're looking forward to?
All of them. Just whatever's next.
All right. Well, it's tonight, so you guys going to get to play that game whether okay?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right, Coach. Who do we have next?
Last over here, another senior, and that's Haley Epps. She's actually my daughter too, so she's been around. Even when I was on the boys' side, I can remember bringing her with me, bless her heart, as a fourth grader, sleeping on the couch for morning practices. And so she's been around for a really, really long time. This year, she's kind of stepped into a big role play for us, come off the bench, can really, really guard. She's not afraid to get physical at all. She does her job well. She doesn't take bad shots. She usually makes pretty good decisions as well. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to her too. So that's Haley Epps.
Haley, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Outstanding. Haley, tell us a little bit about what you believe your role is.
I think my role is just really trying to be the best example that I can be, being a mama hen to our little people, just being supportive and encouraging when it gets hard, stuff like that.
You're having a good time though.
Of course.
Tell us what you kind of get prepared for a game on a game day. Like today, what are you doing outside of doing radio shows? What do you do on game days to get prepared?
On game days, home or away, usually I'll go home. I'll just kind of separate for a little bit, try to read my Bible, try to get close to God when I can, listen to worship music on the way back to the gym, just lock in, try to find something to get me aggravated, get me going.
All right. Do you enjoy the physical part of the game?
That's my favorite part.
You ever get in foul trouble?
I've actually only fouled out of one game, and it was during my sophomore year against Jackson.
All right. Well, that's fair. What did you have any personal or team goals coming into this season?
I want to get back to Como, as Jimmy would say. I want to contribute more than I did in the previous years. I want my hands all over it.
Now, not many folks, kind of know where Doniphan is. There are going to be viewers here that are going to say, "Where is Doniphan?" Who are your rivals down there? What's a good Doniphan-Donette rival?
Are you talking to her?
Yes.
Okay.
A good rival that we have, usually people look forward to us playing Neelyville just because both sides are really, really physical and it's just a fun game to play in. Me personally, I like playing the teams up kind of north. I like playing in the harder games, the more physical.
Very good. All right. Yeah, and anybody can answer this. Anybody got any superstitions? You got to eat the same food. You got to listen to the same music.
Usually before games, if it's during a break, I got to get at least 1 or 2 games of Fortnite in before I come back to the gym.
Anybody else?
I have to listen to Enter Sandman twice before every game.
All right. Freedom, Lily, you guys have any?
I don't think I do.
No, not really.
I got to take a nap on a home game. I know that. quick. I have a little nap to, you know.
Well, outstanding. Well, Coach, you got Dexter tonight. And it's there. But then talk a little bit about your district that you're in. Where is it? Number one, and I'm sure you haven't seeded it yet, but probably the overwhelming one in that district, I would think.
Yeah, our district's at Fredericktown this year. I think there's a few pretty good teams in there. I think Perryville's not bad, but I'm not trying to give anybody any motivation, but it's probably us and Kennett. I think we'll be the one, and Kennett will be the two. And if all things shape up, that's probably what the district championship would be. And they're a really good squad, and they've got some really good athletes. But from there, whoever would win that sectionals is going to be hosted at Jackson. Michigan kind of changed up their sectional and quarterfinal host this year. Last year, we was lucky enough to have our sectional and quarterfinal. It just worked out to where we got to host that. And you talk about an electric environment. That's something I'll never forget, is that sectional and quarterfinal game, just how many people were there. Those are really fun games right there. But this year looks like if we got on a run, we will be traveling a considerable amount for both of those games. But we got some good ones coming up. We've got the OFC tournament, so we're probably going to have to get by Neelyville or Twin Rivers and that. And then we got St. Vincent coming to town in a couple Fridays. That's really going to be one that I'm really looking forward to, because that's another one of our big tests, to get us ready to go. We played Tipton this year, who's a juggernaut in Class 2, probably going to win Class 2 pretty easy. And then we played Jackson the other day, Class 6, pretty good school as well. And then St. Vincent. Those will be our three big tests going forward. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got a lot of things to work on, and we're excited to hopefully make another run.
Outstanding. Again, we've been visiting with our Atlanta Labor's Local 663 Team of the Week, the Doniphan Donettes basketball team with head coach Adam Epps. I've got one question, and all of you can answer this by just raising your right hand. I am a mandated reporter for the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Do you always wear your seatbelts? Very good. I don't have to file a report. Doniphan.
Yeah, watch Lil.
Outstanding. Well, that's something we started, the Be Safe, Be Smart, Be Here Tomorrow campaign 19 years ago. And it actually started at Lebanon High School when I had to give a ride to a couple of the football players just basically about 2 blocks, and they got in my vehicle and put their seatbelts on. And I said, hey, I appreciate that. What is that? Does that come from your mom or dad or what? They said, no, if Coach Christian sees us anywhere in town and we don't have our seatbelt on, our name goes up on the board and we got to run our butts off. And so we don't ever go without a seatbelt. So that's kind of where the Be Safe, Be Smart, Be Here Tomorrow started. But Coach Epps, ladies, I've greatly enjoyed. It's been an honor to get to meet with you. Hey, Coach Epps already is a friend of the show, but hey, go win a district, come back on, go win a state title, come back on, and you'll all be friends of the show forever. So,
yeah, guy.
All right. Hey, you guys have a tremendous day. Good luck tonight. Good luck the rest of the season, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you.
You're watching the Missouri Sports Network here at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Have a great day.